everyone. Sorry, I'm just waiting for my page to refresh here. Hi, Moment Show Pro. Hi, Angel Dust Fan Has Been Hotel. Sorry, one second. Looks like it's, there we go. Let me switch to live chat. Oh my gosh, that's like the first time YouTube has ever actually given me the notification when it's supposed to. Like usually, it'll be like 5-10 minutes in before like I'll see a little notification like live on your channel right now, and I'm like, obviously, but it actually like showed up the second the stream started today. Hi Robert. Hi Erica Torres. Hey Andrew. Hi everyone. Hi Brooke Hall. Am I late? No, it literally just started seconds ago. See the comment saying that you're in the ranking? Yeah, were you referring to that one? Because there's like those shorts videos, right, that do the like ranking the best FNAF cosplays or whatever. I had seen a bunch of those and never expected to see myself in any of them. And then, yeah, one of them like a few weeks ago, although I only saw it a few days ago finally, like had my Mangle cosplay in it. Like it was, as always, it was my open the door video. That's always like everyone's favorite. Hi Dad. Did you mean to write it that way? Dada. Hi Dad, welcome to the stream. It was that one, Erica? Okay, yeah, I was so surprised. I think I actually did leave a comment on it, even though I knew no one would see it because it was like weeks later. But yeah, I like left a comment on it being like, wait, number 4 is me. Like I was so surprised. Because yeah, like usually like I'm quite familiar with most of the people like featured in those videos, and I wasn't expecting to be like included with any of those. But yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised it was my open the door video though. That's always like the classic. My one like truly viral hit. These always cheer me up. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Melina. Hi, Gotcha My Live. Hi, Upside Down in Hawkins. Hi, everyone. I will say I was so surprised to see that this like live stream already had so many likes before it started. I think like that was like the most likes that I've had like before a live stream has even happened. So I was like, I hope that's a sign that people are looking forward to a puppet Get Ready With Me. I know I did one not that long ago, but I don't know. Maybe you just can never have too much Five Nights at Freddy's puppet content. So yeah, oh, I need to catch up on Poppy Playtime. I know Chapter 5 came out and stuff, but I don't think I've even watched Chapter 4 yet. I really need to catch up. I know like the character names and stuff, but yeah, I just like, I don't really know what's going on in the plot and stuff right now. Oh, thank you for the Jules Lemon Bread. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I gave you a like on the stream. Oh, thank you, Cassie. Should do mommy long legs. Yeah, I've been told that before. How is it you always side directs at such late hours? Wait, what? Always see to rice? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm sorry. Watch everyone show up when you get the costume on, like always. Oh yeah, every time. It's like clockwork. Hi, Killer's Comments. Just got the notification. Welcome to the stream. Early Juegos videos. Every time I stumble on everyone's usernames. Hi, Little Hoops. CA prototype. The live streams. Some people say he should be called the Mimic. Hi, Nate. Hey, my mom's here too. Hi, Mom. Welcome, welcome. You guys showed up just as we got started here. So, yeah, for those of you who are just arriving now, yeah, I'll be doing a puppet Get Ready With Me today. I double checked, and the last time I did one was only about a month ago. But based on like I said the cat just entered the room. I don't know. I don't think he's coming over here though. He's probably going over to the heating vent as usual. Yep, that's what he's doing. Figures. But how do you do them at such late hours? Oh, it's not late at hours for me. At least in my time zone, it's only like 1 p.m. right now. Oh, thank you, Robert, for the jewels. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. But But yeah, I noticed like based on some comments I had gotten, I think a lot of people subscribed to me recently who actually weren't familiar with my puppet cosplay. So even though I did Get Ready With Me a month ago, I was like, huh, okay, like now's as good a time as any to do it again. Chapter 3 of Deltarune is so confusing. Yeah, it's I got lost a lot in chapter 3. I have a terrible sense of direction and I was like, help. Your favorite is Puppet Upside Down Hawkins. Heck yeah. But Shannon gifts and live streams. Oh, no worries. Like there's never any pressure to like send gifts or anything. Like no worries. It's one of those things where it's like if you can and want to, like of course it's always appreciated, but even just somebody just watching the streams is also appreciated. Hi, godson. Sorry, I just realized I didn't have the mirror set up over here. So yeah, let's get started here. I was trying to think if there was like anything else I meant to say before we get started today. Usually the puppet makeup doesn't take too long, so I'm hoping that'll be the case today because, you know, as always, the sooner I get like cosplays on, the usually like more time I have to like film content and stuff, and I kind of want to try some new stuff with puppet today. We shall see. Those of you who were in my last live stream, you know that I do have a new gift box for the puppet cosplay that I'm excited to try out. So, you having any appearance of your lovely babies? Yeah, you know, I mean, Sid just walked in here and he fell asleep on the heating vent as usual, which I'm not surprised. It literally just snowed here again like a day ago. I was like, seriously? I thought we were like kind of like winding down from winter, and then of course, again with the snow. As for Glenn, he actually was just in here like 20 minutes ago meowing for attention, and then of course, go figure, the moment I start a live stream, he disappears. I should also mention, like, I'm not even exaggerating this. So Thursday's live stream, this is not an exaggeration. Like I hit end stream and instantly heard meow. Like Glenn waited until the second I ended the stream to show up again. And I was like, are you kidding me? Glenn, come on, man. He wanted uppies. He showed up because he wanted me to pick him up and stuff. And I was like, that's very cute and all, but you could have shown up like a minute sooner. Like, come on, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if Glenn comes back because, yeah, he was in here meowing like not that long ago. So I think my roommates aren't here right now. I don't entirely know where they are. I'm sure they'll be back soon, but sometimes the cats do get kind of weird when like any of us are missing. They don't like that. So yeah, Glenn might come looking for attention just because he's like, I've come to the realization that there are less humans here than normal, and it makes me uncomfortable and anxious. So yeah, we shall see. So Glenn's just my sport too animal. Pray for the cats, yeah. Praise the cats. Yeah, so let's get started here, because the first thing I have to do, of course, is put the contact lenses in. You know how that is. It's one of those tasks with me where it's like, okay, is it going to take 30 seconds or is it going to take 10 minutes? Who knows? But yeah, usually the puppet makeup does not take too long. There was something I was going to try today, and I think I've changed my mind on it. So this is going to be one of those cosplays where, you know, I have to put the mask on quite a lot while I'm getting ready, because the makeup, you know, has to like line up perfectly with the mask. But something that's been bothering me in a lot of the puppet videos is, you know, no matter what I do, there's always like a bit of a difference between like these lines and like the lines on my face. So an idea that I had was, you know, sometimes I can like kind of trick the eye or like obscure things like that using like glitter and rhinestones and stuff. So like I found this amazing deal on these like purple rhinestones, and I was like, okay, that'll be perfect. Like I could put some of those on the mask and some on my face, and it'll kind of blend it together. But then, like, the rhinestones showed up, and I was not expecting them to be so holographic. I don't think that this is gonna work for Puppet. Like, what is this? They're practically green. They're so holographic. Like, here, let me, like, if I just show, like, the color against the mask. It's like, like, rave party, like, puppet cosplay. So, yeah, I had originally thought, like, that would be an additional extra aspect of the live stream today, is like, oh, unlike the previous ones where I've just done the puppet makeup a certain way, like, we can add some rhinestone action to it. And then I saw them and I was like, maybe not. It's a little too like cheerful for a puppet cosplay. I mean, don't get me wrong, these will be very useful for other cosplays. They're very pretty, but for like a sad ghost character where you're putting gemstones on like their tears, maybe not. So that's okay. Maybe I'll get a different color of purple or something and I'll try again. But yeah, I think for now, let's just do the makeup the way that I always do and it'll be fine. I'll try to like line up the tears as best as I can. I don't know. I feel like the last time I did it, it was, you know, but it is a newer cosplay, so I'm kind of just getting used to it. Like, it's going to take a lot of practice. Any roommates seen dressed as Puppet or Mangle? Oh yeah, the thing is, my roommates also do cosplay stuff, like, just as intense as I do, so, like, they are not fazed by any of this. They wouldn't even so much as blink if they saw me in cosplay, which they have, but, like, yeah, they don't care. Want to cosplay Chris Gig again? And the armor was a fail the first time. Yeah, I've been asked to do a Chris cosplay many times, and that's what holds me back, is I'm like, I don't really know how to do armor, though. I don't know, because I'd want to do, like, Dark World Chris, but... Is your first puppet stream, Foxa? Heck yeah. Puppet cosplay is creeping me out. Yeah, I purposely wore my spooky season shirt because I already know, even more so than my other cosplays, we're going to be getting hit with that constant, it's not Halloween comments in the chat. So I'm just like already prepared for it. I seen dragons. Hi, Brocall. Did you come with your setup for the videos? I'm not sure. I feel like I like set it up kind of randomly one day and like didn't expect it to look as good as it wound up looking, and then when I realized that it looked good, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like stick with this for a while. I do change up the background occasionally, but it tends to be kind of the same for most of my FNAF content. Speaking of which, I know I said in Thursday's stream that I was going to I was gonna like redo the backdrop, you know, before today. I wound up changing my mind. I decided that like the balloons and stuff just weren't quite bad enough yet where like it couldn't be salvaged. So I just kind of like tidied up the backdrop for today. I'm hoping if I could like get Glamrock Chica done sooner, like maybe I'll finally redo the backdrop for her. Because I mean the balloons and stuff are definitely like shrinking and getting sad looking. So it's due for like a overhaul. It needs another glow up. Okay, I'm just like cleaning off these contacts here. Let's see if these are okay. Hopefully. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just want to double check. I'm pretty sure they're not inside out. This is like the kind of contacts where like they're actually different on both sides. So you can usually tell if they're inside out because one side has like more color than the other. That's the thing, some people think these are transparent, like whiteout kind of contacts, but these ones actually aren't. They do have a tiny, tiny bit of color, which I think is actually part of what makes them even creepier. Boy, that is hard to tell. But I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, it should be the other way. Okay. I haven't cleaned these off in a while, so being a little extra paranoid. Hey, Alerta. Miss Twisted just posted an Armor Jeans video. Yeah, I should check that out. I could definitely use some help with that stuff. Halloween forever. Exactly. It's a good live stream. Oh, thank you, the bluest mushroom. We only just got started. Yeah, let's try to like at least get this contact lens part over with. Okay, I'll just like scooch aside here so you don't have to see the gross. I forgot to put in eye drops, so this might be a little slower today. Ugh, yeah, I should have put in eye drops because it's like when my eyes are too dry, the lens just like will not stick to my eye. It just like stays on my finger. It's so annoying. Okay, I think I got it. Ugh. There's one. Just make sure it's like all good. See if anything feels weird or off, you know. I think it's okay. A little blurry, but it usually is at first. You know, you got all that like solution stuck in your eye. Hi, Tana. You're so cool. Thank you. Overall, I see what you did there. Where do you buy your contacts? It really depends. Lately, most of my contacts have been coming from Moco Queen. In part because I should also mention I do have a discount code with them. If you ever want to use it, anyone can use it. Like if you just do my username when you check out, just Jamie Premack, can get 10% off. So yeah, I've mostly been using Moco Queen because first of all, their contacts are really good. And I have a discount code, but also they're fast. There are some companies where I've literally had to wait like a month for lenses to show up, whereas like Moco Queen, it's like a week, which is convenient. These are not from Moco Queen. I want to say these are from Funky Lenses, but I don't recommend Funky Lenses personally. They kind of messed up some orders for me several times. In fact, these were actually an accident. I wasn't supposed to get these. And they were sitting around until the puppet cosplay for quite a while, and when I was like, oh, that could be an excuse to use those lenses I didn't want. So yeah, I don't particularly recommend Funky Lenses because I found them unreliable. But Moco Queen's been pretty great. Pinky Paradise is another really good one. I've gotten some lenses from them. Do you remember me from Roxy Cosplay Live? Yeah, of course. Cosplay Chris, I want to incorporate the bird cage in the armor. That would be super cool. That would look awesome. Tell you how to do... Sorry, what? I don't know what that means. You see anything? Yeah, no worries. These do not obstruct my vision at all. Yeah, I've been asked about that a lot. The thing is with lenses like this, the part that goes over the pupil is completely transparent. So like, theoretically, it shouldn't affect your vision like at all. I think the only reason like there's some blurring for me is just because, you know, like all this like wet solution and stuff gets like trapped in there, and it definitely makes your eyes like dry out faster, which can like make things blurry, but overall your vision shouldn't be affected by this kind of thing. There we go. Okay, so that should do it for the lenses. That wasn't too bad today. That went pretty fast. So yeah, I think a lot of people think in my puppet videos that these are like the kind of like, you know, whiteout contacts where it just leaves your pupil, but they actually do have some yellow around the outside edges, and they are somewhat transparent, so my actual like green eye color shows through a bit. I originally thought that I was gonna hate that for the puppet cosplay and that I would just use these as like a placeholder until I got like some whiteout contacts, but people seem to actually quite like these contacts specifically with this cosplay, so at least for now I plan on continuing to use them. Remember the live stream on Valentine's Day, the goggles on your pink wig look like Spampton's goggles? Do they though? I don't know. I guess because one side is pink, right? Hi, Moonstar. UV and blue light resistance. Oh yeah, that's the other thing with Moco Queen. I have never tried any of them, but Moco Queen actually sells like UV light contacts that glow like under black light and stuff. Like I don't have like the setup that would be needed to like use them well. Like I don't have like black lights and things, but I could see the potential for like a really cool cosplay someday where I could do stuff with like, because there's like UV makeup too. So that with like UV lenses, like, I don't know. I've thought about it before, like giving that a try. I had even originally planned on having a version of my Roxanne Wolf cosplay that was like done with UV. I don't know, maybe someday, we'll see. One side is pink and the other is yellow. Was the other side yellow? Now I can't remember, I'd have to double check. I had like completely redone the goggles, like they didn't look like that until that day, so I can't really remember now like how I did it. I think one side was pink and then, yeah, I don't know, I don't remember what the other side looked like. Maybe it was kind of gold. So like, yeah, like a pink and gold, like the Spampton like friend colors. Okay, so lenses are in. Now we can actually begin. I will start with the skin prep. I'm trying to think. This is not one of the cosplays where I need forehead paint. I'm just gonna wear a cloth. Yeah, puppet is like not too bad because like the eyes are basically just blacked out. The forehead is just cloth. It's everything like below the mask that makes this tricky. So yeah, let's get that face glue on, as I like to call it. So yeah, I use Marin's Skin Prep Pro. I know it's backwards, sorry. Freaking front-facing cameras. But yeah, this stuff works really, really well. Basically like glues the makeup down and makes it a little hard to take the makeup off, but that's okay. That's future me's problem. You have a question, Gotcha, my live? Chapter's never... Yeah, chapter 3 is pretty long, but chapter 4 is even longer, I'm pretty sure. I like turtles. Scared of Mangle, but I want to be her friend. Yeah, she's like that perfect combination of like scary but like adorable, kind of. I don't know. There's something so cute about Mangle, but also absolutely terrifying. Yeah, this is one of those cosplays where I'm gonna like be a little redundant and put down face glue, but also eye primer, only because the optical illusion for this one is so important. It has to look like my eyes are just completely black voids when they're closed, and that means we cannot have like any like creases or like smudges in the makeup. It's got to be like a perfect black across. Because yeah, that's something I do with a lot of these like mask cosplays, is like a sort of eye illusion. And of course this is another one where I'm gonna have to paint the neck. Sigh. I will of course put on the hairnet and stuff eventually. I'm just being stubborn. Honestly, I wish that this glue like helped even more with the neck paint, because that's been just my biggest problem since forever. Okay, so yeah, even though it's redundant, I'm also just gonna put down a little bit of eye primer, extra glue basically. I use the Urban Decay stuff. kind of expensive for how much you get, but it does work. I'm already at the point where I probably need another bottle of this stuff, and I'm just like, ugh, why? It's so pricey. I don't want to. But it's the best one I've ever found in the world of primers. Okay. I'm trying to decide too, like what we should start with. If we should start with the mouth or just black out the eyes. No matter what I do though, this is one of those cosplays where if anyone comes across this live stream and doesn't know what I'm doing, there's no part of this cosplay in which I don't look absolutely horrifying putting the makeup on, so we just have to accept that there's going to be a lot of interesting comments today, and that's okay. It is a horror cosplay, so if anything, like, we should take it as a compliment if someone comes along and is like, oh dear God, that's horrifying. The other hand with Mangle that scares everyone. Which hand? I feel like Mangle has several. Hi, Holly Wheeler. Trying to be friends with Mangle's like trying to be friends with a bear. Or any wild animal, really. Mangle always seemed a bit more animal-like to me than the other animatronics. Just very like... Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. Should we do eyes first or mouth first? Both are scary. Admittedly, the mouth is like probably one of the worst parts of this cosplay because it's like, you know, and I hate to say it, but like the bigger the better with that mouth. Like you gotta really exaggerate it. Each time I've done this cosplay, I've made it even bigger because I get like braver about it. I guess we could just like get the eyes over with because it's pretty basic. Like I literally just have to black out everything. So yeah, I use most of my makeups are from Marin, so yeah, the Marin Paradise palette is where all my like face paints and stuff come from, and they are water activated, so I have a little water here in my, well, I don't know if it's mine, I think it's one of my roommates' little goose cups. I still don't know where this thing came from, it just like appeared one day. My theory has been that like one of their like relatives sent it. It's giving like somebody's aunt kind of energy, you know? So let me just grab a brush. Which brush should I use? I can use a big one or a small one, doesn't really matter. I'll try this one. So yeah, I'm literally just gonna like cover anything that would be in the eye sockets, just black. This isn't even a case where I do like any like white eyeliner under the eyes or anything. It's just darkness. But that makes it nice and easy. So we'll just get this over with. The part that makes this hard is just like, I have to get as close as humanly possible to my eyes in order to pull off the illusion. And doing that without getting makeup literally in my eyes is easier said than done. So I have to try to be really careful. It's awesome dual chrome fabric that shifts between blue and purple. Oh, that sounds nice. Kind of holographic. Hi, Ultimate Lucky Student. So yeah, I'm basically using this like almost like an eyeshadow. I could do this with like shadow or liner, but I kind of, I don't know, I like to keep things a little simple in these cases because it's less cleanup later. Just like, I stick to like one brush whenever possible and stuff. This part's hard too, because like, if I like let my eyes open too much, then I'm gonna get like creases. I have to kind of like wait for it to dry a little bit, you know? Hi, Jackson. How long does it take for a hold? Does it take a minute or 30? For a what? Hi, Mallory. Watching you get that close to the eye with the brush is making me nervous. Yeah, I don't like it either, believe me. It's one of my least favorite parts of doing this cosplay. I have to do this with Ballora too, unfortunately, for like a similar illusion, where I have to get like ridiculously close to my eye with the face paint. But the problem is like, it has to be believable in the videos, that like when my eye is closed, because the thing is I don't want people to realize that it's a mask right away, because like part of what makes the illusion fun is they think that I'm like, my eyes are actually blacked out, right? Like I'm wearing like cloth or something, or like mesh. So when I like open my eyes, it's like kind of surprising because it should look fully blacked out. But the only way to make that truly work is to get as close as humanly possible to my eyes. Because even like the slightest bit of like human coloration will break the effect. Also, I'll probably do a second layer too, because this is like, it always goes on very streaky at first. This is like our first pass, so to speak. And we'll have to do a mask check, as always, to make sure that everything's as covered as it should be. But this is one of those cosplays where, like, I have to do a lot of the makeup while wearing the mask because things have to be lined up very, very precisely. I wish that the, like, rhinestone thing had worked out, because I do think that would help with the illusion, but I just don't think I can justify those, like, holographic rhinestones on this kind of cosplay. It's a little bit of a... I don't know. What's the word for it? It's like a kind of not reading the room very well. A little disconcerting. Okay. Yeah, I have to get like so close. I'm like, because if any of this, like, I speak from experience here, if any of this does get in my eye, it's gonna like slip under the contact lens, which is even grosser. So we definitely don't want that. Yeah, we'll probably come back to this near the end to just like freshen it up, because it's gonna wear off a little bit as we do like the rest of the makeup. We'll probably have to like fully darken it, but that's okay. I figure this at least sets the tone for the cosplay, right? Like if anyone comes across this like stream and they don't know what I'm doing, it's like, well, you can go off the vibes at least. It's gonna be hours. Yeah, this will probably take a few hours. This makeup doesn't take as long as some of my other cosplays. I want to say the last time I did a puppet get ready with me, the entire stream was only 3.5 hours, and that includes like me like just chatting near the end in the puppet cosplay, so this shouldn't take too long. But yeah, it's definitely not like fast either. Batman makeup, yeah, very that. Hi Sarah Ann Marie. Heavy metal band, yeah. What am I dressing up as? Yeah, for anyone who just got here, I'm working on a cosplay of Puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's. This is a cosplay I have done before, so this isn't like me trying to figure out makeup or anything. But yeah, it's still one where I have to constantly check as I'm working to make sure that the illusions and stuff are working out. Okay, so you can see how it fills the socket. So yeah, I have to like check like to make sure. Yeah, you can already see some creases forming, but that's okay. We're gonna like double check on that. Yeah, I feel like I could still get even closer to the eye. It's always like that inner part that like spoils the illusion for some reason. But yeah, it should, like, it's meant to be like this though, where it's like when it's totally dark and like we have like the nice lighting and everything, like it'll look like just a void and it's like yeah, it looks like I need to just get like just a teeny bit closer here. Yeah, these like the corners are like the hardest part. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Someone thinks this is a wig. Wait till you see my actual puppet wig. Yeah, so we'll like come back and like freshen that up again near the end, but we just have at least like our first layer down. So I guess now we can start working on the mouth. This is where things get a little, you know, it's gonna be, you know, that's why I'm wearing this shirt. Like I just, you know, we have to acknowledge now spooky season is here. It's on the way. Yeah, so we have to make sure I like exaggerate this as much as possible because I feel like I wasn't like brave enough about it the first couple times I did this. It's like, no, you gotta like go big or go home. That smile, it's gotta be like just ridiculous looking. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up just a reference shot here of the puppet just to make sure like oh my gosh, what? Not that, not the gift box, just the puppet. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure like the distances of everything are accurate. Okay, so first things first, we are of course going to have to put on black lipstick. This is another case of like, I'll have to touch this up near the end because like talking and stuff is gonna wear it out, but we have to like basically make a void mouth just like we made a void eye effect. Hi, Space Legume. Yeah, I use so much of this stuff. I'm actually like running low on this black lip gloss. So yeah, I'm just putting lipstick down on the lips. We're actually gonna paint the rest of this on. But you know, obviously like lipstick is like formulated to stick to lips better than paint is, so yeah, we'll start with this. And then yeah, let's start painting. So we want this smile to just be like absolutely absurd. Like if it seems like it's like too horrifying looking, it's probably still not even enough. That's how bad we have to get with this. So I think with Puppet, it's best to kind of have like it's okay to have a bit of like a curved smile to it, like a Joker kind of smile. But it's very like straight across. So I'm gonna try to like have that effect a bit. Puppet's got a weird mouth. And the other thing that makes this hard is that we have to leave room to put the puppet's lips down. Because if you couldn't tell by now, I paint my actual lips to be part of the mouth, and then I draw fake lips above and below my actual lips. Yeah. Trying to think how far to go. The mask cheeks are like way over here, so like maybe here-ish. We'll check it with the mask too, but because I also have to make sure that it's like symmetrical, or at least close enough. And I'm not good at symmetry. Yeah. It's a nightmare. Scary already, yeah. What would you do if you mess up really badly? Well, luckily, the way that I do this kind of makeup, when we get to the white face paint part, it's very easy for me to correct this stuff. I kind of use it almost like a whiteout. But if I messed up so badly that that wouldn't even work, I would just use makeup remover and like start over. It would be annoying, but I could do it. Like I try to avoid that for the sake of just like not wasting too much time, but it wouldn't be like the end of the world. Yeah, I can already tell the smile's kind of crooked. I think this part needs to come up a bit. A little. But yeah, it's hard because like I have to leave some room for the lips, and like I have a very downturned nose, so there's not a lot of space here for me to work with, unfortunately. I'll do the best I can. I'm smiling because it shows where like some of the face curves are a bit better. It's always good like when you're doing this kind of makeup to like emote a lot, because you can catch like areas where things warp in ways you don't expect. It's just, it's unfortunate that it does mean you have to make silly faces at yourself. Or in this case, at the chat. Sorry, chat. Okay, let's see how that looks with the mask and decide if I should go farther or not. Because I don't want to go... Yeah, see, like that. Yeah, we don't want the smile to slip like under the mask too much, or it kind of ruins the illusion a bit. Okay. I think it is good though that I kind of raised the lips higher this time, because I hate to say it, but like the less makeup I have to use here for the tears, the better, because that is like the one problem area with this cosplay where like, because of the way I do mask stuff, it does kind of break the illusion in that spot where like, you can kind of tell that like the mask and like my face are on like different planes and stuff and things shift. So yeah, I had the smile was more like downturned before, which meant more tears had to be drawn on the face. And the way I did it today kind of minimized that, which is gonna be helpful. Believe me, I wish I could take it all the way up to the mask, but that would look really, really weird. And not like in a good way. Originally, I had actually tried stuff with like having like paper or something hanging down from the mask that would like connect to my face so that there wouldn't be like that break in the line. But everything I tried just looked really weird. This was like the best compromise I could come up with. Okay, so we definitely don't want to go like any farther. This is the maximum. I'm just trying to make things more symmetrical now. Okay. That's probably close enough for the moment. It'll be easier to tell once the white face paint is down, like where any problem areas are. You're looking at a professional? Oh, thank you. Friend is a puppet fan. So, okay, let's draw the lips on now. So the puppet just has like the little like just red lips. I don't really have any like red face paint, so I kind of just use lipstick. It is what it is. It's a little glossier than I might like for this kind of thing, but you know, it gets the job done, so that's all that matters. All right. Gosh, yeah, it's like times like this though, I really do wish my nose was not so downturned. Like there's just like no room here left. I have barely any lips. I mean, I could like dip down into the black a little bit because I think, yeah, I mean, the puppet's mouth isn't really like that, but I'm not like going for perfect canon accuracy here, you know? Like my cosplays are like artistic interpretations of these things. I just have to make sure it's like at least believable that this is like a whole mouth, you know? Which is easier said than done. Believe me, I laugh at how this looks just as much as anybody. If you're gonna do cosplay like this, you can't take yourself too seriously. just wanted to see how it would look if I brought it down a little bit. I don't love it. I mean, that's okay, but I don't know, it's a little too, I don't know. It takes the 3D out of it a little too much, I think. So yeah, as you can see, like I can use these paints as like correctors. But yeah, gosh, I wish I had more space for a little more lip. I'm gonna see what happens if I kind of like go up this far. Because I'm gonna white out my nose, which will help. Yeah. We'll try it like that and see how it like looks with the like white face paint. Because I could always like bring it down a little bit more. I just don't know if we really like need to. I'm also like probably gonna add a little like liner to it, which is also gonna help. Let's see how it looks with the mask. Because then we can see like how close or far it is. The mask kind of helps with visualizing like the balance, you know, of like all the features. Yeah. It's hilarious looking. It's just, yeah. Like I said, you can't take yourself too seriously. Yeah, the lips are like super messy, but we're gonna like even them out a bit as we put down like the rest of the paints and stuff. Liner will definitely help. We can actually like add a little of that now. It's gonna get like a bit washed out by the white face paint, but we can at least kind of like start it off. I always just do like a little bit on the sides to kind of like help highlight things. Okay, and then yeah, the white face paint will definitely help. I just think like maybe these need to be, yeah, like brought in a little bit more so it like matches the bottom lip a bit better. Okay, yeah, we'll try it like that. Ugh. Gosh, I wish I had more space to work with. Curse this nose. I mean, not that anything is preventing me from just like painting up like into my nose, but it might look a little bit weird. I don't know. Might be a bit much. Yeah, we'll see how it looks with the white face paint. That'll be like a useful way to like figure it out. But before we do the white face paint, we do have to like at least finish the tears. So I actually just use eyeshadow for it. I don't have like any purple face paints or anything, so eyeshadow is like the next best thing. I just find the one palette that I always use. I have this one like purple palette that has like a really, really close color to puppet's kind of odd shade of purple, honestly. Trying to figure out where it ended up. That's kind of weird. I just used this palette like a few days ago. Where did it end up? I think it got pushed into like the back of the drawer. Hold on. I hate these IKEA drawers because it's like sometimes things fall into like the back of them, you know? That's what I get for always having like the cheapest furniture possible. I don't know if there's like any way to reach back there. I might have to like pull these like drawer things out in order to do it, which I definitely don't want to waste time with today, so. Yeah, we might have to just use the jellyfish palette then. So yeah, I'm gonna be like trying to fish this thing out from like the nether regions of this drawer for who knows how long. Let me see if like, I just want to see if there's like a space where I can like reach all the way back in there. Probably not. Ugh, yeah, that palette's gonna be lost to the ages until I like fish around in there. That's okay, we have other shades of purple that are pretty close at least. Hi Dolly Shoe. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time to find out that that palette you like so much of mine is like lost forever inside of my drawer. I have cheap drawers with like the empty backspace, you know? So if things like fall back there, they're basically lost to time for all eternity. And that's pretty sure that's what happened. How it got pushed back that far, I have no idea, but it is what it is. I have lost many a thing back there. I'll try to fish it out later. It's just, I don't entirely know how to do it. Usually when things fall back there, I'm just like, well, it'll never be seen again. Because yeah, I have no clue how to like get into that space back there. Maybe with like a flashlight and like maybe I'm trying to think like if I have like little grabby things or something I could use. I'll deal with that later. Oh wait, here it is. Found it. Ha. It just got misplaced in a different drawer then. I saw stuff back there just now though. There is stuff back there. That did make me realize like I probably do need to like fish some stuff out from back there. There's probably some good makeup that has fallen into the like void. So yeah, I'm gonna use the Ukambe palette. Still don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, cause like this shade of purple right here is like ridiculously close. Again, not perfect. I don't think there's really any way for me to like perfectly match this makeup with the mask, like there's always going to be like a little bit of a weird gap there, but we can at least try to get it as close as possible. But yeah, I drew the mouth today in such a way that, like, thankfully there's not too much space needed. So what we'll do is, like, we'll start by, like, doing this when the mask is on, and then I'll have to take the mask off and actually paint, like, kind of behind the mask, because, like, no matter what I do, it's going to shift around and stuff, so you have to, like, kind of overcompensate for that. But we'll at least get, like, the rough shape down. Now, some of this is also going to shed, so we'll have to, like, recolor in, like, some of the mouth, too. But that's okay. I feel like Puppet is, like, it's not, like, a difficult makeup job to do, but it's, like, one where you really have to, like, freshen it up again at the end. So yeah, do you see why I have to, like, kind of overcompensate? Because it's, like, when you have, like, your resting face versus, like, something like that, right? You can see a lot more. So you always have to make sure that you're, like, you know, just in case you gotta go too far. And it's tricky too, because, like, you have to, like, adjust for the curvature of the face too. You have the extra long nails on, it's hard to type. That drives me nuts when that happens. It's like, I love the way it looks when I have, like, super long nails on, and then I go to, like, type something and I'm like, why have I done this to myself? Okay, so we're gonna, like, polish the edges of this also with the white paint. So I'm gonna take the mask off and try to, like, darken this up a bit and kind of, like, draw it up a bit higher. Because, yeah, that's the unfortunate thing with doing this with, like, eyeshadow is it's pretty hard to get it, like, so that it's as dark as, like, actual paint, you know, that I used on the mask. Because I use Posca paint pens for the mask stuff. And eyeshadow is, like, you know, it's going to go on a lot more transparent because it's like a powder. But as long as we can get it, like, pretty dark, it'll be fine. It doesn't have to be, like, identical to the mask, but close enough that there's, like, an illusion. Nice, thank you, Glamrock. Hi, Bella's Fun Time. Hi, you're Yeah, apologies to the mods. I feel like the Puppet streams always bring in a lot of, like, weird trolls and stuff. People see this makeup and they just, like, lose their minds. I think even more so than my other cosplays, Puppet is a trust the process kind of situation. Now, unfortunately, no matter what I do, the mask usually ends up kind of carving a line into this, but it's kind of unavoidable. That's one of the main problems with doing masked cosplays. Let's see how that looks. Hi, Francisco. Hi, Ryan. Okay. So yeah, it's like it's not perfect, but as long as it's like close enough to like trick the eye, then it's fine. Especially from like this angle, it tends to be a bit more effective. But yeah, it's hard because it's like certain ways I turn my head, it might not be as good. I wish my rhinestone idea had worked out, but no. For those who just showed up, I was originally planning on trying to use purple rhinestones like both on the mask and on my face to try to like help with the illusion a bit, but the ones I ordered, they arrived and they are very holographic in a way that I think doesn't quite fit with the vibes of this character. These are like unicorn holographic. So I was like, maybe not. Maybe we'll try that next time. We'll just do the usual makeup today. It's close enough. Okay. So I'll set the eyeliner or eyeshadow aside for now. I do think we'll need to do a little bit more of that, like just to touch it up, but hold on, I just want to like, the nose line's bugging me. Yeah, I had to like pretty much go up to my nose today. Don't know if that's gonna end up being a good plan. It's a newer cosplay. Every time I do the makeup, it gets a little different. So there's a chance that like the way I did the lips today, I'll be like, actually should have reeled it in a bit, but that's all right. So believe it or not, that's pretty much as far as we can go with the makeup. Like at this point, I have to put on the hairnet, and we'll start doing the white face paint, and like the black neck paint and stuff. And that'll like be very helpful in seeing if like these features, you know, look okay. Okay. Slip this on. All right. Wee. Hi, Katie Green. Puppet cosplay. Yeah. For those who just got here, I am doing a cosplay of the puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's today. But the reason that the makeup is so freaky looking is because my FNAF cosplays are always paired with masks. So I apologize for this absolute nightmare fuel. My cosplays are the kind of thing where like you just have to like roll with it until we get to the end, and then it's like, oh, now it makes sense. Especially like once the wig and stuff is on, this will look a lot less awful. Hi, Michael. Looks so good. Oh, thank you, Black Rose. I love Puppet, Katie. You too, Tommy. Oh, I can't. Glad we've got some Puppet fans here today. Figure those who are fans of Puppet will probably recognize the makeup even when it's like halfway done like this. Puppet has such a like iconic face, you know? Okay, so now that that's on, do have to draw on the chin line. So Puppet like has, yeah, a pretty round face, so we'll take it to like Maybe kind of like the way I do my circus baby face. And to do a really round face, like, I will have to get pretty close to the lip line, but that's okay because it kind of just adds to that like screaming void effect. Not that I necessarily think the puppet looks like they're screaming. It's not like that. It's just like, it's just that gaping maw that they've got going on. I just heard my cat shifting around. Yeah, my cat Sid is in the room. He is just passed out on the heating vent because it is still winter, unfortunately. I think he's having a dream or something. He's kind of prone to that, like more so than our other cat. He like gets a lot of the like dream twitchies and stuff. I just keep hearing weird noises back there. For a second I was like, oh no, did my puppet cosplay like conjure a haunting? But no, I think it's actually just a cat that's at, I don't know. What do cats dream about? Like he's just like chasing squirrels in his dreams or something. I feel like I could go a little higher, not too much, but just like a little more round. If I go too far, it'll get weird looking. It'll like stray from puppet levels of weirdness to just overall weirdness. That's probably good enough. We'll sponge the rest on and that'll make it easier to tell. The sides here don't matter as much because the wig that I wear with this cosplay has like pigtails that like hang on the sides. It tends to cover up most of the like very sides of the face. Yeah, this is another one of those cosplays though where I struggle with neckline issues with the makeup. So I'm gonna have to like go pretty far. I think the last time I did this one I wound up taping the clothing to my neck, which I don't love doing, but it does help when I'm filming. And I feel like puppet requires like some pretty weird moves and filming angles and stuff. And yes, this will need a second layer. I have no idea what's going on. Or what? It's so confused. Sometimes I look at the chat, I'm just like, what? Do I ever get stained from the makeup? Yeah. Some of this stuff doesn't come off very well and can like last for hours even with the best makeup remover. And I have had a few instances where like even with a shower, a few things looked a little like discolored for like at least another day. This like black makeup doesn't usually cause any stains, but it is weirdly hard to get off. It's like one of the worst parts of taking off this cosplay is just like trying to get all this neck paint off. It's very stubborn. Like it always feels like no matter how many like layers of it I remove, like there's still more. Like even when you think you got all of it, it's like you put like the makeup remover and then you like look at it and you still see like dark smudges and you're like, how? Where? What? Okay, that's probably good enough for now. We'll like come back and add another layer once this is a bit drier. And hopefully that's far down enough. The shirt that I wear with this cosplay is like a turtleneck, so a lot of the neck should theoretically get properly covered. Why are we discussing board in the chat? Oh, God. What? Have I accidentally gotten makeup in your hair? Oh yeah, I can guarantee there's makeup in my hair right now, actually. There's no way that there isn't at least some in there. Okay, yeah, let's move on to the white paint then. 'Cause that's like definitely the most helpful part in like figuring out what needs fixing up. But if you can believe it, like once we've got the white face paint done, all we have to do is just like touch up a couple things here and like that's basically it. Like the makeup for this particular cosplay is not all that challenging. Or just it's not like complicated, you know? Not compared to some of my other ones. Like I was actually hesitant to do this one on a Sunday because this one it's one of my few cosplays that works just fine on like weekdays because it goes so fast. But the reason I wanted to do it today was because like in the last stream on Thursday I made that puppet gift box, you know, like I remade it like a new one and I wanted to try it out, so I was like, let's just go straight from that stream to this stream. So I had to get that neckline going there. Ghost Energy is so good. Yeah, I always try to like theme and like match them too. Like I feel like Ghost Energy Sour Patch Kids is hilariously perfect for a puppet cosplay. And I also figured red works with the cosplay too from a color standpoint. So yeah, I'm kind of corny like that where I tend to like theme this stuff. The only weird thing is I don't know what happened to this bottle, but like, or can or whatever, but it's like caved in over here. Like, looks like someone drop kicked it. But it was the only one they had at the store in the red, so I was like, I guess I'll take the drop kicked one. Okay, I'll have to do a little bit of back and forth to like polish it up. I always end up doing a little bit of like a little white, a little black, back and forth. And I can see from this angle that like the eyes already need so much touching up. I complain about it every stream, but because of my hooded eyes, it's like they're eating the makeup. I should use the magnifying side of this. It makes it a lot easier. I don't have to like squint as much. Okay. I'm a huge fan of you. Oh, thank you, Artful Noel. Huge fan. Hi, yeah, hi, welcome to the stream. Peach one, the blue Sour Patch one. I actually had the blue Sour Patch one at Thursday's live stream because I figured blue fit better for the puppet gift box since it's blue. Saved the red one for today. You listen to Motionless in White? Oh yeah, I've actually seen them live a couple times. They're awesome. Love Motionless in White. I've used their music in a few of my videos. I'd use them in more of my videos, but some of the lyrics, I'm like, maybe not. I love them, but you know, there's a time and a place for certain bands. This will also need a second layer, by the way. It always is like a little transparent at first, which is not good when you're trying to match this to a literal paper mask. I did want to try to bring up the lip a little bit. I think it might be a bit too extreme. I know I said go big or go home with this cosplay, but like it can't be like off balance too. Like that's not like helpful. Go big or go home in a way where the overall look is still cohesive. I think that's a little bit better. It's so funny looking. I can't. Look like beauty. Oh, thank you, my Greyhound friend. Do you not lick your lips during the whole process? Oh, I do on accident sometimes. Believe me. And I guarantee, like, even with a straw, like, drinking the ghost energy is, like, messing with the makeup. But that's why, like, at the very end of this, we're gonna, like, touch all that stuff up again. Everything I'm doing right now is basically just like round one, you know? Like get everything put down and then fix it up. Oh, thank you so much for the jewels, Robert. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Like I said, though, the sides don't matter that much because the wig is probably going to cover most of that. Yeah, to me, this is like the hardest part, though, is just dealing with these. Because unfortunately, once the white goes down, it's pretty hard to fix the tears. So I try to get it as close to correct the first time as I can. But we'll definitely have to check with the mask again, because who knows if the alignment is actually like holding together. I feel like no matter what I do when I'm filming though, like the alignment always ends up crooked. I'm actually gonna use a different face cloth today because I do think that was part of the problem with like the last recording session I did. I was using like a very thick, like almost like bandana like cloth, and I think it was pushing the mask like off my face a little bit, which was making things more and more crooked, like, as I was filming. And it was, like, adding to that, like, problem where, like, you can tell, like, the planes are different between the mask and my face. Okay, we're almost done with this first layer. Then we'll do a mask check. Because I don't entirely know if, like, this white paint is quite coverage enough. I just have to be careful though, because if I do more than like these two, well, this is just the first layer, but if I do more than like 2 layers of white face paint, lately I've been having issues with like the paint starts cracking. That's no good. I think it's possible this paint might be getting kind of old. I might need to get a new one soon. Okay, so yeah, it's like very streaky right now, but like, let's at least see how this looks with the mask, then we can like do some correcting for the second layer. There will definitely be touch-ups involved. Especially because like certain layers, like the colors kind of like bleed through and stuff. All right. Try to line this up as close as I can with the tears. That's the hard part. I feel like the purple needs to go a little bit like, let's see. I think it needs to come in more on this side. Yeah, and then I think it needs to actually come in farther on the inside. Just a little bit. Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Looks good. Oh, thank you, Dolly Chu. Yeah, this makeup is always like extra cursed without that mask. So once the mask is on, it's like, oh, it makes sense, you know? But without it, it's like, what the heck? So yeah, let me see if I can like kind of bring it in a little bit more on this inside part. It does get a little trickier with the white face paint. It kind of like fights you a bit, you know? Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Dr. Calamari. Thank you, thank you. Happy to make it to a get ready stream for the first time. Do you have plans to sell puppet art on your Etsy? Yeah, you know, I should do like a better puppet illustration because I have like one puppet illustration that I did just in my like sketchbook. I suppose I could do like mini prints of that one because it was done on like pretty small paper. It did seem like people liked that illustration though. Do I have the sketchbook over here? But yeah, like sometime I should do like a more dedicated, like full-blown illustration like I did with some of the other characters. Yeah, this one here. I could do like mini prints of that maybe. But yeah, it was done on just like this like, small little paper. This was when I was working on the puppet cosplay as well, so you could tell like from the way I did the fingers and stuff that like the drawing and the cosplay were kind of like influencing each other back and forth during the process. Thank you so much for the super chat, Dr. Calamari. It's so generous of you. I'm glad you made it to the stream as well. Lovely piece of art. Oh, thank you, Voxa. You should sell them. Yeah, I wonder if I should like start doing some mini prints. Because I have like certain sketchbook illustrations that people have said they'd like to see as prints. Like I could do like a little series of those. That's okay. Thank you, Katie Green. Art is gorgeous. Thank you, Sparkles. Amazing. You buy a mini print? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, maybe I should do that. You know, convention season is approaching. I do have to start like thinking about that stuff. That being said, I did hear from Anime Central last night, and no surprises here. I didn't make round one of the lottery. So I find it unlikely I'll end up with a table at that show. But that's okay. Like, ASEN is like, it's not juried like some shows. Like, they don't, it's not like 100% just based on like who they decide to let in. It's like, it's literally like a random lottery. So it's like some years you might get lucky, some years you don't. Oh, thank you so much for the clapping steel blossom more. That one is so cute. Thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I should really like do some mini prints because I only have like 2 sizes of prints for the most part, which is like kind of boring. Should really like start changing it up, have some variety. But yeah, I'm also like not too like worried about the Anime Central thing of like not getting a table because that show is like within the same week that I would be packing to leave for MomoCon, like that road trip. So might be for the best that I didn't make that lottery. But yeah, I literally got that email at like 10:30 last night. And I was like, okay. I didn't get into ASIN last year either. I did the year before that. But yeah, it does make me realize like I need to start making prints because yeah, it is that time. It is approaching. Okay, I want to see if that's a little bit better. And I think there was also a few white areas I noticed that needed extra coverage. Oh, thank you, Blossomore, for the jewels. Thank you, thank you. Undertale print arrived in perfect condition yesterday. Oh, really? Looks better in person. I recommend it to everyone who's an Undertale fan. Oh, thank you, Dr. Calamari. I'm also glad it arrived safely and just, yeah, that's one of my biggest fears, you know, is like that stuff shows up like messed up or something. So it's always like a relief because sometimes like I never find out like the fate of prints I send people. So it's like, it's always a relief when I can hear back from the person and know that like, like no worries, the print made it. It looks good. They like it. So very happy to hear that. Thank you. Trying to remember when I shipped that one too. I feel like a few prints I've shipped recently like arrived really fast, which is like I usually expect the worst from USPS, so I've been like pleasantly surprised lately where I'm like, oh, are they like stepping it up a little? no matter what I do, like the alignment's never going to be like perfect, but you know, I just want to get it like as close as I can. I swear one of these days I'm going to come up with a better way to do this makeup. But this is just like good enough for now. Yeah, I think part of the issue too is like this little curve here on the side. Because it kind of kills the like 3D illusion. A little bit better. Don't worry, I swear I won't go back and forth too much. It's just last time I did this cosplay, like I felt like there was like improvements that could have been made to like the way the tears were. So I just want to try to get it a little bit better this time. Especially because like I want to try some different filming angles and stuff today. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit better. And then, yeah, I need to like paint a bit farther up because I can see some human skin. You see it? That's why you always have to check the angles and stuff. So I have to just take it a little bit farther, but we're almost done. I feel like the mask is a little crooked too. Try to nudge it over a bit. That's the other issue with these paper masks. Like, they're very cheap. And so, no matter what you do, like, they're a little, like, asymmetrical because they're just manufactured that way. You just try to, like, get it as close as you can. So, yeah, we got to go up a lot higher here. Make sure that this is fully covered. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. So now we just need to do like touch-ups and stuff. Which should not take long. Basically just like darkening things that like wore out a little bit, you know? So like another layer around the eyes, just to make sure they're as dark as possible. Another like layer on the neck, you know, stuff like that. But like we're done like doing the makeup. It's just now it's like making it like camera ready for filming. So yeah, just a bit more around here because my stupid hooded eyes have to just consume everything. It's okay though if it's not like perfect because like due to like the eyes literally being inside the socket of like the mask, there tends to be like a shadow that forms and helps to like darken some of this too. Like even with the ring light blasting in my face. Okay. And then, yeah, let's fix up the neck a little bit. I do kind of wish I had, like, worn a different shirt, though. Like, as funny as the spooky season thing is, the, like, neck on this shirt is kind of tight, and I have a feeling it's gonna, like, scrape some of this makeup off when I switch shirts, but that's okay. I probably could have just changed shirts partway through this, but whatever. See how much better that already looks, though. Most of this is going to be covered by the shirt. It's a turtleneck, I think. Pretty sure. Again, I haven't done this cosplay in a month, so. Okay. Sorry, I know the makeup part is, like, so boring. That's why I always try to get through it quickly. Okay, so that's a little bit better. And then let's do, all right, I'm gonna touch up the white, and then I do have to, like, fix up some of the, like, facial feature stuff, but I think it'll be easier if I just, like, get this taken care of first. Cosplaying is great. Oh, thank you, Night Joe. Thank you. I keep trying to step it up, but I don't know. All my videos flop lately. It's like, I feel like if my cosplays were better, they'd stand on their own better no matter what the videos are like. So I just need to, like, do better in general, I suppose. I'll try to do, like, at least one cosplay this year that's, like, totally bonkers or something. Maybe that'll help. Because Glamrock Chica is a little bit simpler. Because yeah, even poor Mangle flops these days. That's why I, like, decided, like, for the filming session today, like, I just kind of, I'm going to give up on all the extra stuff. If it's not working, I'm not going to, like, waste my time, so. No more filming at reduced speeds. No more edits of any kind. Just is what it is. This is going to be simple, over and done with. Because I think people just prefer that. But I'm not sure. Every time I think I know what people like, I end up being very incorrect. Like, I always try to, like, change things, so I'm like, it seems like people liked this a bit more. I'll try to do more of that. And then, like, everything flops, and I'm like, okay, so it wasn't that. I guess I just have no sense of what I should be doing here. I'm on the wrong wavelength or something. Perfect, they're so detailed. Oh, thank you, Nigel. Vids are tough, don't worry. Oh, thank you. I hope they're okay. I don't know. I feel like all my accounts are just dying more and more as time passes. I'm like, I'm sorry. I try my best, but I'm not good at this. Try a different filming style when you post. That's the problem. It's like every time I film, I try something different, but nothing ever works. So I'm like, is it the cosplays themselves? I don't want to think that, but at a certain point I'm like, I've ruled everything else out. But I'm gonna try something different today with Puppet. I was actually practicing last night instead of sleeping. Because I was like, okay, let's like totally revamp this. So hopefully the Puppet videos today will be good. But I suppose, even if they're not good, I can at least say they'll be different. Different is good too, right? Like, you don't want things to get boring. As much as I'd love to put more of this down, I do think I'm getting close to that part where like the makeup's gonna start cracking if I'm not careful. It's like I just want just enough that it can like blend with the paper, but not so thick that this is gonna become very uncomfortable and weird looking. Because that's the thing, when the makeup starts cracking, like it feels awful on my face. It's super unpleasant. Okay, that should just about do it. So yeah, let's like fix up the mouth and stuff now. Love your shirt, thank you. Try your best and that's all that matters. Yeah. No one can say I don't try. I sure try. So just like cleaning up those weird little edges there. And yeah, just a little liner here. Definitely need to fix up the lipstick. I think it's because I put on like chapstick right before this too. Like the lipstick did not want to stay. Trying to see if this is symmetrical. I think, and I feel like it's a little like wider on this side. Like elongated over here just a little. I just have to be careful because it will slip behind the mask. I mean, it's okay if it slips a little. It's just too much of that's gonna look really weird. I used to make that mistake with Mango all the time. It's like I'd try to make the smile like wider and wider. And the result was that it was just disappearing behind the mask. And yes, we will do another mask check in a moment. I want to be like absolutely sure before we switch rooms. Oofy, I can see the cracking starting. Oh God. Please don't. Problem is, like, when the cracking starts, it's like, it's itchy. I don't want that. This bottom lip is crooked too, though. Is that better? Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can get this lipstick to stay on a bit better. That's pretty bad. Again, we want to avoid mouth. If there's any actual lip showing, it's going to ruin it. I'm getting lipstick all over myself. Gross. Okay, let's try it with the mask. See, I feel like the mouth isn't like perfectly symmetrical, but like, I think it's like, at least like good enough though. Yeah, I mean, no matter what I do, it's never going to be like 100% perfect on the like tears, but that's okay. It's pretty close, I'd say. It's pretty much good enough. At this point, messing with it too much probably isn't very helpful. Yeah, I mean, as long as the illusion works, it's fine. Okay, and then I'm sure there's like a little bit of that like falls into the mouth zone. Okay. Hopefully the lips will be okay today. I know I like put them like very high up, but we'll see. Like once the like forehead and wig and everything is on, like it should hopefully like remove some of the just weirdness, you know, of like some of the angles and stuff. But I think that should basically do it. A little patchy on the nose here though. So we're gonna like seal up the makeup with the barrier spray, and then we can switch rooms to get the costume on. First, I'm gonna close up these containers because I have cats. Then the FNAF 2 movie would have been better. Oh, thank you. Cool puppet cosplay. Thank you, Stay Fan. I need to. Yeah, hi to you too. Hello, hello. Oh, sorry, I sound like the phone guy there for a second. Hello, hello. You a puppet for puppet for Halloween. Almost said puppet for makeup. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think the mask coverage looked okay, right? Let me double check. Hold on. I just want to like make sure like the angles are I didn't like really do like all the head tilts. Just like a little like, I think some of it's not like fully avoidable because of the way the mask is shaped, but I'm just gonna have to be careful with like my face angles, I think. Because the mask is like kind of wide on this side, like you can see up the socket like pretty far. Okay, so I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the bathroom, wash my hands. They're like covered in stuff. And that'll also help because like I can see myself in the other mirror and make sure everything looks okay. And if it does, then I'm gonna barrier spray it as soon as we get back, as soon as I get back, and then like we'll fix it all up. Or I should say, hopefully we don't have to fix it all up. Because I've had that happen before where like I go to the bathroom and then I come back and I'm like, ugh, actually I saw something I didn't like. We don't want that. But that's why I'm gonna wait on the barrier spray for just a moment. Okay. So yeah, give me like 1 minute. And then yeah, as soon as I get back, hopefully we can start switching rooms so we can get to the part like people actually like, because I know the makeup can be a little bit dull. Costuming's a bit more fun. So 1 moment. Okay. Of course, that thing's on the floor. Yeah, I didn't see anything with the makeup that, like, I felt needed patching up. Like, I'm sure it's not perfect, but looking in the other mirror, I was like, yeah, that seems fine. So let's barrier spray it. It's not in the original bottle, but this is more Marin products, Marin's barrier spray. And this will help just, like, seal up the rest of this. You know, it's not perfect, but you know, every little bit helps. Okay, just let that dry for a second. Also, I meant to show y'all, it's just sitting right over here. It's not done yet, but making progress on the Glamrock Chica leg warmers. Still got some patches to deal with here. Still got to like paint the top and stuff, but it's getting there. I cannot believe how tedious this process is. I did not expect the leg warmers to end up being the part of this that took the longest of the entire cosplay, but it is what it is. It just feels like no matter how much paint I add to those leg warmers, it's like it's just never ending. I feel like I'm gonna get to the end of the leg warmers and like new ones are just gonna like sprout from the ether and just be like, did you forget about me? Must be taking forever. Yeah. Like, I spent like so many hours on that yesterday and it's still not done. It's like, how is there still more fabric? And the worst part is, like, to do like this top part, I'm gonna have to be wearing these to like stretch it out the way it needs to be. So I'm gonna be like trapped in these leggings for hours too. This really sucks. Yeah. I'll do it for you, Glam Rock Chica. Anyway. So yeah, the makeup only took a couple hours today. Not too bad. I'd say it was like that last time too. So let's start moving into the other room. I just have to make sure I grab all the things. Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna unplug this. It's gonna fuzz the mic for a moment, but it should come back. If it doesn't come back though, let me know. Fastest makeup I've seen you do on stream? Yeah, I'd say these days though, I could probably do Mangle even faster than that. Undyne too, probably. All right. Let me just, I'll turn off that fan in a second too. Yeah, noisy. And I'll also plug in the ring light. Yeah. There's a cat hair in the outlet. That can't be safe. Jeez. Okay, turn that on. Do like a cool tone. The puppet box back here, the new one. Also, we should turn on the fairy lights. I want to say I do purple for puppet. I couldn't remember if it was red or purple, but purple sounds right. Like, I do red with so many of them, like we might as well do purple. So let me just plug that in. I guess I do purple with Roxanne Wolf too. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Also, why is my screen brightness so freaking low? Hold on. It's gonna buffer for a second. Sorry, I need to, like, I'm gonna bring the laptop in here so I can see the chat better, but if I wanna be able to see any of it on my phone, I need to change the brightness, so one moment. Okay, sorry, hopefully it didn't buffer for too long. Now I can see, my phone screen was just like completely black there for a moment. I was like, I can't see anything. All right, so let me just grab a couple of things from the other room. I have to get the mask, obviously. It's still in the other room. And I'm gonna grab my laptop just so I can see this a little bit better. I'm also gonna grab the spare mic. I feel like we've been having mic issues like on and off the past few months, so maybe I should have the backup in here just in case. Okay. If y'all can still hear me, then that means the mic is working, hopefully. Right. Love your cosplays. Oh, thank you, Clone Captain. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you like this one too, especially since Puppet is my newest one. I'm gonna close the door. My roommates aren't home, but just in case they like appear suddenly, I don't want to be like changing or doing something weird. That being said though, if the cats, if I hear any cats scratching at the door, I will obviously let them in. The cats always take priority. But yeah, this is the new puppet box. Like, if anyone wants to watch how I made this, that was actually Thursday's live stream. I did the entire process live. But yeah, unlike the previous puppet box that I had for this cosplay, this one, it's got flaps. It opens. Yes, I'm so excited about that. It's also just better looking in general. Like it's just, I did better like construction and yeah, it's a huge improvement on the last one. So hopefully that'll make some filming stuff look a little bit better. We shall see. Not necessarily saying like every puppet video I make today will use the box, but probably a lot of them. Okay, so let's get started then on the costuming. Looks so much better than the old one. I know, right? Like, I don't think I even quite, like, don't get me wrong, I knew the old one was bad. Like, I joked about it plenty, but I guess I just didn't realize, like, how bad it was until I made the better one, and then I was like, man, that old one was garbage. It was awful. Better, sturdier boxes came along. Some better materials came along from the dollar store, of course. Yeah, a huge improvement. The flaps especially, like, adds, like, so much to it. It just looked so boring the other way. So, yeah, that's a major step up. So, let me remove this. I think the only part of this cosplay where I have to step aside is just to change shirts. Because I actually just use my own regular old black leggings for this one. So yeah, I shouldn't have to be off camera too much today. Cause yeah, I have this shirt. Yeah, it is like it's a turtleneck. That just has like extra little like strappy parts and stuff added to it. I want to say this was like a glitter ribbon from the dollar store. So yeah, that should be all, unless I don't think I'm forgetting anything. So yeah, let me just like step aside for like 1 minute. I'll turn the laptop around so that I can still like see over there, but yeah, I obviously don't want to like change shirts in front of the camera. So yeah, I will just take like one moment. This isn't like a mangle situation where I have to like step off screen for like 5 freaking minutes. This will be easy. The only thing that makes this a little slower is I just have to be like really careful that taking a shirt on and off doesn't like wipe all the makeup off. I probably could have switched shirts partway through this today, like while I was doing the makeup. I guess I just didn't feel like it. I was being lazy. Also, I know the mic is distant. I have to like move it just for a moment. We'll have to like shift this mic around a few times. Sorry. Looks really nice. Thank you, Tony Sanchez. Hi, your Sigma's sister, Sigma. Did I say that? I love it. Oh, I'm glad, Black Cat. Been here since 2024. Okay, just pull this neck thing like. I just don't want to mess up the makeup. Hi, Scarlet Fox. Hi, Tommy Sellers. Hello, Kim Holland. Hello, people. Like the music box? Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, it's brand new. Yeah, so for anyone who just got here, if you want to see the process of how I made that box, that was Thursday's live stream. So let me just swap the mic back. All right, there we go. So yeah, it's just like, got like just a couple little like extras there, nothing too fancy. Laptop back over here. All right, so yeah, thankfully this cosplay is not particularly challenging to do. It's just another case of like making sure you don't miss any steps. So I'm just trying to remember what the best order is to do this in. Why don't we just like do the legs really, really fast? So for literally no reason, I just like to wear these like cute little bloomers. It's one of those things where it's like, does the cosplay need it? No. I guess I just wanted them. I saw them online and was like, that's adorable. So now it's a part of the cosplay. So yeah, we'll pull those on because I think these have to go under the corset, so we should get them on first. But yeah, they're very, very cute. Scooch this back a little bit. Yeah, see? And then of course, because it's me, I like to wear the leg harnesses. I just feel like it adds a little more of like a robotic vibe to this. There's a decent chance these will slip off partway through filming today and I won't even notice. But we'll put them on for now. But they have a tendency to like slide off and usually I'm not aware of it. Monica Moon Cookie G, yeah. All my weird background stuff. Yeah, that's the only problem is like I want to change some of the filming angles for Puppet today, but that does mean there's going to be a lot of like weird background stuff that's probably going to like totally ruin the vibes, but it is what it is. Thank you, Dolly June. Yeah, aren't they adorable? Looking good, can't wait to see it finished. Oh, thank you, HQ140. Okay, turn these around. So yeah, these are like, I like the harnesses because like when I'm filming for Puppet, when everything gets like blacked out, all you end up seeing are just the little like silver parts on this, like everything else kind of blends together. So it just gives it like this cool look of having like almost like screws or something in the legs. I tend to like crank the saturation and stuff a bit like in the Puppet videos to like emphasize those effects. All right, let's put on, I guess we can put the socks on too. Get our Tim Burton vibes going here. In videos where I'm like fully in the Puppet box, unlikely you'd be able to see these socks, but I do want to do other types of videos today too, where they would be visible. The trick is just putting these on without like rolling my leggings up. There's one. No matter what I do, the stripes are always a little off. I think these are like a little too long for me. So they bunch up in weird places, but it was the only size they had. Hold on. Is this over? The second one. Yeah, I think with some of the filming angles today, like the hardwood floors and stuff in here are going to be visible, which I don't love. They don't fit the FNAF vibe, but I had thought about putting down like some like black sheets or something on the floor and then realized what an insane like slipping hazard that would be with these socks on, especially with how clumsy I am. I will say one time I did fall pretty badly dealing with the Puppet box stuff. Like I wasn't injured or anything, but like it was just embarrassing, and it did make me realize like, yeah, like filming this kind of stuff in socks is like probably not the smartest thing ever. Oh well. Cat's gonna make an appearance. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where Glenn is. I think, I don't know, since my roommates aren't here, he might just be like hiding somewhere. The cats hate when any of us are missing. They get like super weirded out. Okay, I guess we should do the corset. Just trying to remember the order that this all goes in. Because there's like a lighting system involved with this. Of course, it's me, like, always has to be some weird, stupid extra thing. I'm just trying to remember how it works. Because we have like, let's demonstrate what we have here. The buttons on the like front of this outfit are actually like rigged to the finger wires, and I have to like wear them over my head basically. Because, yeah, it's like... I'll turn the lights off later so you can, like, see a bit better, but... Yeah, there's, like, a lighting system to them. So, we do have to, like, put those on themselves. I'm just trying to, like, detangle some of these wires a little bit. Where did this one even come from? Oh, right, that's, okay, yeah. I almost forgot that, like, the way that I have this set up, basically, one of these, like, it's one of those, like, now that I've pointed it out, you'll probably notice it. One of the puppet hands is actually short a string finger, and that is because that string was used to go around here. But that's okay because that's actually my filming button using finger, so. All right. Also, I should have mentioned, just from like a construction standpoint, the buttons were made out of EVA foam and like rhinestones and stuff. I feel like the details are never particularly visible in the videos, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna like, it's gonna be a little like awkward at first, but what I have to do is put this on, and then we'll put the corset over that so we can kind of like hide the one like weird outlier string. And then this will like fasten to the back of the corset. So I just have to like let it dangle kind of awkwardly for a moment. Is this upside down? Yes. Hi, Austin. Looks really good. Thank you, Tony. Doing FNAF of it? Yeah. For anyone who just got here, this is a cosplay of the puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's, if I can just remember how to, yeah, like this. This corset was not my first choice. This is actually my Muaruma corset, but the corset that I got for this cosplay ended up not working out. So this is like the next best thing, I guess. Okay. Just want to make sure this is like fully detangled before we do anything here. Yeah, because yeah, these ones here will become the finger ones, and then yeah, this one here just kind of stays like as part of the main costume. I'm always trying to like tape these things down. They like never stay. Ugh. Okay. Unfortunately, this corset is kind of a little tricky to button. It's very stubborn. Yeah, because it's like, it's one of those like cheap ones where like, as soon as you like get one button in, the others then pop out. Because they all have to be like lined up just right. It's especially hard when you're wearing makeup like this because you can't like look down too far or else you'll like mess up the makeup, you know? So it's like I can't quite see what I'm doing a lot of the time. Yeah, see? And then it's like as soon as I try to get the second one, the first one pops out. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Early Hoy Ghost videos. And now I hope to see you in another live stream. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for joining today. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I hope you at least enjoyed what you saw today. And the VOD, of course, will stay up afterwards. So anything you didn't catch, you can catch later. I never take the streams down. God, I hate this style of corset is like my mortal enemy. My Ballora corset is the same way. Because it's like, this thing just like, it pops in and out. You know what I mean? So it's like as soon as you like get one button in, it'll like, the whole thing will like snap itself again, and then they all like pop out again. It's like you have to line them up perfectly. Yeah, that's annoying. I had these same issues when I did the Mew cosplay for the Valentine's Day stream, but thankfully I was able to do all of that off camera. God, that's annoying. Now stay put. Do not snap open again. There's 2. 3. Come on, almost got it. Is that all of them? Yeah, okay. So let's just quickly fasten these up. My eyes scared you. Yeah. Puppet will do that. Wait till you see it with the mask, it's even worse. Also, do I need to move the mic again? Where is it? Yeah, it's over here. Let's just put it into a better spot. Okay. Trying to think like if there will be an even better spot than that soon. That's always one of my biggest struggles with the live streaming these cosplays is like the mic placement. That's what happens when you have cosplays with so many layers. Okay. So, yeah, now that that is tucked like that, I'm going to clip this in the back for later. Just have to make sure there's like enough room that it won't like slip out. So yeah, there's like the strings back here. I like hook this onto them. And then yeah, that way we'll have the like the light set up and I can like reach the buttons really easily. Yeah. Just tuck this one wire up here. Just trying to hide that one like guiding wire because it's gonna like flash in videos and look really weird. Now for the other side, I used these with Mangle a couple weeks ago. I used them as like an extra like lighting thing for like the endo head. And unfortunately, as always, I got a little too like rowdy in the cosplay and it broke the thingy off the back, like the clip. So it's a rush job for now. I'll get something better later, but I taped like a hook to the back for now. I don't actually know if that's gonna work today, but let's try it. It's the best I could do on short notice. I gotta learn some self-control sometimes in these cosplays. I get a little too like into it making videos and then whoops. So hopefully that'll stay. I have no idea. Seems okay. Good enough. So then, yeah, that'll become the other hand. These will be the fingers. But for now, I just have to kind of awkwardly let them dangle while we finish up here. We're almost done though. Because yeah, that's the hard part. So now I'm going to tape the turtleneck to my neck. I'm just thinking like, I do kind of want to move the mic though, because it's going to be really hard to like fish it out once I do that. So why don't we put the mic like, would it stay here? It has a magnet, so it's a little iffy like in some of these areas. Hopefully that'll stay. Yeah, so I'm going to tape this up to my neck, of course. And hopefully that'll prevent that like awkward makeup line from like showing up in the videos. Ooh, gosh. I'm gonna have to come up with a way better system than the stupid hook. Trying to think if there's somewhere I could like tuck it in that would be better. I have no idea. It's just unfortunately like to fix it, I'm gonna have to like replace the entire thing. I wonder if I could like super glue like a clip to the back of it. That could work if I find a good clip for it, because you know it's like $15 to replace those things. I'd rather like not do that if I can help it. Hi, Katrina. Okay. Peel that there. Peel this here. And then I'm trying to think where to put it exactly. Maybe like, I usually try to do like the two side areas because those are like the most problematic. I do have a clown ruffle that also goes with this, but it's not like a perfect fix, so this is like a precaution basically. Like here-ish. Now the trick is removing the other side of the tape without taking the actual tape off, which is very challenging because this kind of tape does not like to stick to makeup. It's not really what it's made to do. And sometimes, like, no matter what you do, like, it just won't. Okay, there we go. Because, yeah, this stuff is, like, it's fashion tape. So it's meant to stick to, like, clothes and skin. Makeup, not so much. I'm kind of, like, forcing it. Alright. So then, yeah, we'll just... like that. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it does help. Of course, when I'm like filming, you know, like things can get a little chaotic. But yeah, I do have this like clown ruffle, and this will hopefully at least just like keep things controlled in the back a bit, like the back of the neck. See now why I moved the mic. It gets a little like busy in that area. Hi Freddy. Hi Katie. Hey Star. Hey everyone. Welcome to the puppet stream. Actually, I should have said welcome to the puppet show. I like missed a perfect opportunity right there. Sorry. Okay. So there's that. And then, yeah, I'm going to do... It's a little different from what I did last time, so I don't know if this is like a perfect solution, but instead of the like bandana thing, I'm going to use... This is actually the cloth I use with my like Spampton cosplay a lot of the time. But yeah, it's like a white strip of cloth that's going to cover the forehead. And I'm hoping that this will work better than what I did with Puppet last time, because I just think like anything that's gonna push the mask off my face to any degree is a problem. So I think this will be a little flatter, which we want. Because basically, like, if things are too, like, if the mask is, like, too three-dimensional, then it really screws up the, like, alignment of the tears. Okay, let's see how close we can get it. Sorry, I know this looks so bad. Revive so much. Thank you, Black Cat. Bubba's one of your favorites. Heck yeah. Hi, Dr. Garden. It's always the hard part. Just like, again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just like close enough. It begins, yeah. I need to just glue like a clip onto the back of that thing. Maybe I should just like shove the whole thing like into the corset back. That would probably work fine. I wonder what would happen if I just like tuck it all the way into hold on, let me see if I can. It's very silly, but is there space to do that? Okay, we'll see how that holds up. I basically just stuck it into like the back of the bloomers. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, let's get the wig on so this looks a little less like nightmare fuel. We still have to do the arms and stuff too, but I figure having a face will certainly help. Step over 2 seconds. Yeah. Sorry. You know how these things go. At least the puppet streams never last long, right? Okay, let's try to get this a little more straightened up. I don't know, do I need those ear thingies? I might. I couldn't remember if I did that last time or not. Yeah, maybe I should. Where did I put those things? Who used them last? Probably Roxy? Did Roxy use them last? Let me see. No, I didn't use them with Roxy. Who used them last then? I know where the Ballora ones are, but those have earrings. Let me see. I need to like get an extra like pair of them, because like certain cosplays are like gunking them up with all the like black paint and stuff. You can like hear me like dragging the strings behind me. I mean, like I could use Balloras, but I don't like love the idea. I just think it'll be too noticeable without it. Because I guess like that was the one advantage of using the bandana, was it did cover the ears. Ugh. Am I gonna have to just settle for the bandana again? Might be easier. I really don't love what it does with the mask though. Just trying to think, who had the ears last? Spampton? I feel like that was a while ago. see what's over here. Pardon me, Spampton. I don't see them. This is what happens when you let your cosplays like share materials. They all start like getting confusing. I mean, it's like I could use the bandana, but I don't want to. I like how nice and like flat this thing is actually sitting for once, you know? It's so nice. Or something in the Roxy cosplay, yeah. That was a few weeks ago, wasn't it? Maybe I should just do it with the bandana. Fine. So be it. It'll bug me otherwise. Until I figure out a better way to do this cosplay, it just is what it is. Like, this one's new, so it's like, I'm still working out a lot of issues with it. Because I especially just, I don't like really love the like whole makeup teardrop thing. Trying to like flatten it a bit more. Yeah, it's like from certain angles, it's always going to be like a little bit off. But if there's like enough of an illusion happening, it's fine. But at least doing this with the bandana, it like smooths out the sides of the head a bit. Makes it so it doesn't look like literally like ears, you know? Because like puppet wouldn't have those anyway. Let me pull this back a little bit. Like the bald look. It is more canon accurate, isn't it? I have seen some puppet cosplayers just go for the bald look. And a lot of them definitely pull it off really, really well. Okay, I see it fixes the ear issue. Also, I'm sorry, is the hair hitting the mic? My bad, if it is. Messy, messy hair. I always try to kind of have it like a little bit side parted. I like it to look like a little disheveled, but like not so much that it's like chaotic, you know? It's probably good enough for the moment. I can kind of like keep adjusting it as we go. Okay, so we're almost done. We just have to do like the like hands and arms and stuff. This is where things get kind of unfortunate for me because things get difficult and I hate to say it, a little painful, but that's okay. I can put up with a lot when it comes to cosplay. So I'm gonna turn the lights off so that it is like the actual filming lighting that I use, and then we'll like get the rest of this on. So yeah, this is like the proper lighting, and it'll help with like, you know, making the string lights and stuff visible. So for the final parts of this cosplay, obviously there's like the arm bands and stuff, but there's also the fingers. They kind of suck. Not only do they make everything very difficult to do, especially filming the content, I hate to say it, but also because of the way I wire the strings with them, like those things can already hurt if you tighten them up so that they don't fall off, but with the like wires pulled through there, it's like even worse. So yeah, let's just get to it though. So I was just scooching that over because I realized like it looked weird. So why is this like so down? I need to like raise this so I can see the chat easier. Just stumbled across this live and your cosplay is so good. You're a favorite FNAF character. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. Do I only cosplay FNAF characters? No, definitely not. I actually have a whole bunch of different cosplays that I do. I'm best known for my FNAF cosplays, but I do all kinds of stuff. I've got Danganronpa cosplays, Undertale cosplays, Deltarune cosplays. There's some I haven't brought back in a while, but like I had like Doki Doki Literature Club cosplays. I've done like a Silent Hill nurse. I got all kinds of stuff. Okay, so first step is we'll put the gloves on. So because this part can be like kind of painful, I hate to say it, I'm just going to I guess like partially do it for demonstration purposes and then probably take them off so that I can like save some stamina for filming. I know it's like a weird way to put it, but like basically like when my filming sessions end with this cosplay, it's always because sorry, I'm just trying to make sure my hair is not whacking the mic. It's always because I just reach like a pain limit on the fingers and stuff. So yeah, but I want to at least demonstrate how this part works. So like with many of my cosplays, the gloves I use are like the kind meant for cell phones, because that way I have a bit more access to my fingers so that I can like use the phone, make videos, all that stuff. There's one. I just wonder if it would be easier if I like, you know, let's leave this one off for the moment. Yeah, because you know what I'm going to do? This will make things easier, like, as we carry on here. I am going to hold on to these. We're going to run them through this arm warmer. Because I have to, like, pull them out the other side. Well, I pull most of them out. One of them is going to go through the thumb. And I want these to be on this side. Because we're going to try to make them look kind of like skeleton hands a little bit. Also, I just realized we have over 200 likes, too. Thank you so much, y'all. Really appreciate that. Thank you. I'll get in the box when it's time. Okay, so I always have to make sure that I pull these up far enough, because if any of the like string is showing down here, it's gonna flash and it's gonna look really weird. I've made that mistake in a few videos. Obviously, I'm not gonna point out which ones, but yeah, it has happened. Okay, so 4 of these will stay there. This one, we'll use this as like the thumb one, so I'm gonna pull this through the thumb side. So we'll just keep it like that for the moment. But now we have to repeat on the other side too. She puppet, yeah. Nice puppet costume. Thank you, Abram. appreciate the effort you put in. Oh, thank you, Eater Dave. I appreciate that you appreciate it. It is a lot of, like, struggle. And this one's not even, like, the worst among my cosplays. But it is still a lot of struggle. This one's actually, at least in my opinion, this is the hardest cosplay for me to film content in, if you can believe it. So, like, I'll make some videos today, but I can't promise I'll make a lot. Like, there's severe limitations on my ability to, like, actually film videos in this cosplay. So, I'll do the best I can, but yeah, this one's tough. But yeah, like I said, like, since these are actually, like, cell phone gloves, that way, like, I can still use my phone to make videos. So that's just, like, a recommendation I always like to throw out there for people. Like, if you film content, but you want to do cosplays with gloves, cell phone gloves are a godsend. So yeah, now we have to pull this side also through. So there should be four strings. Is this the fourth one? Where's the other four? I see. I feel like there's like one missing here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Where's this one connected to? It's weird. So that one's connected to there. Then where's the other one? What is this one connected to? I have like a missing finger here. What the heck? I'm so confused. Like, it looks like it should be this one, but hold on, maybe if I just keep tugging on it. No. Hold on. I'm just gonna yank this whole thing out. This is so silly. What the heck? This is the true FNAF experience. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that makes sense. But how did this one end up down here? Hold on. This is the kind of dumb stuff I have to put up with. And of course the clips never stay on either. Whenever I'm filming with this cosplay, I feel like it's way more trouble than it's worth. Well, thank you so much for the jewels. Carlin, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That is super confusing. Hold on. Really understand how things get like tucked in certain weird ways, and then it's like WTF. Okay, it's 4. So we tuck this back in here. guess we'll just have like kind of like some weird errant strings here. But it is puppet, like who cares? Oh, thank you so much for the jewels, Ashley. Thank you, thank you. You as well, Jesse. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. This doesn't make like any sense. Wait, now I'm actually more confused than when I started. What? Yeah, honestly, this kind of thing happens while I'm filming, like, if you can believe it. It's that annoying. This is why I can't make as many videos as I'd like, because it's just a lot of really stupid things like this. It's never ending. Do I really want to redo this? Oh god, the thought of, like, having to redo this corset is, like, horrible. Oh well, whatever. Thank you for the jewels, Carlin. I really appreciate that. Love the marionette, yes. You can see now why I didn't want to use this particular corset either. I really wish I could have stuck with my original corset. Okay, so this here, like this one we want to just like keep up here. And then the rest of these, why does it look so weird? Okay, these four here. Wait, no. What? Hold on. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, one of these was like, it got stuck to the tape on these. That's what it was. Okay, I knew that didn't make any sense. That explains it. Okay. That should fix it then. I was wondering, I was like, how did that... Like, we're like missing a finger, which is impossible because these are all connected. Okay, let's get this stupid thing back on. I do think I need to, like, come up with some better ways to do this cosplay, though. Because it's just been such a pain. And usually y'all don't have to see the, like, really bad parts. Oh my god, I hate this corset so much. It's just like the worst design, I swear. Maybe I should just get another corset. I don't feel like this one's working out. Because it's also like not very puppet-esque either. You know? Like I got it from Muaruma. It was never meant for puppet. God, I hate this thing. Because yeah, then it's like the plastic part, like, it's such a bad design. Because you have to like flip this part out. And it just won't do it half the time. Whatever. Ugh. That is so annoying. Oh, man. Come on. Yeah, see, and then that's what it does. You get two of them, then you put through the third one, And then the other two pop out. Meanwhile, I'm sure all my chin makeup is probably getting rubbed off. There we go. Let's clasp these back up again. Need a buddy to help you? Yeah, I do all my stuff solo. That's unfortunately why like my videos kind of suck though. Like I've like been noticing a lot of trending videos lately require like either another person filming or like a group or something. You're not gonna get that from me. Last time I was doing the makeup, yeah. The makeup for this cosplay actually goes really fast. Which is good, because the costume part of this cosplay really sucked. Okay, so there's that. Get that fixed up. I want to like try to like hide this under the frills a bit. Okay, so let me try to like fasten this back here again. It's kind of tricky because like now I have the that other one like shoved back here. Okay, hopefully that'll stay. So yeah, now we have 4 of these, which is like what we want. So 3 of these are going to be fingers, and then one of them becomes the thumb. And that 5th one is just like stays up here being like part of these. That's what makes it kind of tricky. So sorry, I'm trying to like get that away from the mic. Go away, hair. Like the cosplay, oh thank you. Love the box. Yeah, for those who like want to see how the box was made, that was actually Thursday's live stream, so you can actually like go watch the full construction of that. Hi Brittany. Welcome to the stream. We are actually reaching the end. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna pull these through the back, and then we want one for the thumb. Like that. Okay, so I have to make sure I have like enough slack here that I can like move my arms and stuff. It's not perfect, but I have decent range at least. So now that those strings are pulled through, why is this one so tight? Just trying to like improve my mobility. We have the actual like finger parts. So these are kind of hard because it's like for each one that I put on, I lose more and more of my my like dexterity basically. It like gets harder and harder to use my fingers. Sorry, it's like a pet peeve of mine when like that white shows through in the socket there. I find that very annoying. Sure. Oh, you subscribed to, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You so to see Tekka? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. My like accounts are always like on the struggle bus, so anytime someone like subscribes and stuff, I'm like, thank you. Okay, so like there's like one. And you see how like I'm pulling it like through the back here so that we can kind of get like a skeleton hand effect. You can see now why filming is like a bit of a chore with this cosplay. And yeah, it sucks because like these start to like hurt after a while too, which is why like I'm only kind of doing like demo purposes here. Why does everyone want me to get in the box so bad? I gotta finish the cosplay. Puppet needs to have fingers. Is it lagging? Are there problems with the thing? We've had like issues with the like Wi-Fi and stuff lately. There you go. So that's how the fingers work. So yeah, these like they light up. So if I can just find the button back here. That's like how I do the strings for these. It's fine on your end? Okay, because I know like the last few streams we've definitely had issues with like the buffering and everything. So yeah, this is how the hands work. And then it's tricky because, you know, it's easy to just do like one of these, but then now that my hand is all messed up like this, then I have to like handle the other one, you know? So it's a huge chore. I'd leave this finger without the strings, but I can at least like demo the fingers, and then I'll probably like take them off just because like I said, they do start to hurt after a while. But at least for the sake of the cosplay, we can like see how it looks with them all on. I usually keep like these two off until the very end, just so I can like maneuver this side a little bit better. Nick, honestly, you could do puppet. Did you do it after I asked, or? I have no idea. This cosplay is a few months old at this point. I don't know. I think a lot of people had asked me to do this one. I wound up doing it because it was like right before the FNAF 2 movie came out, and I just like had the like puppet hype. And I was like, man, I've always wanted to like do a puppet cosplay, and now like the vibes are perfect. These are so frustrating because it's like they both are like too tight and they fall off. It's like incredibly like it's amazing something could be so badly made. And I know it's not just me because like when you read reviews of this thing online, like everyone says that. I'm hoping to like find something better eventually than this. I feel like this cosplay like needs a lot of like improvements. Like it's a decent start, but there's so much about it that is like just such a pain, and that like doesn't work that well, you know? So let's put these back on. But all of my cosplays tend to be a work in progress, so it's not like unusual. What's your favorite character? I do public cosplay, but I'm too broke. Oh, I made most of this out of dollar store materials. Okay, gotta get this one on. You see how tricky this is when you like don't have your fingers available. Ugh, what a mess. Ugh, that one didn't even stay in. Come on. And then this last one is the one where, like, when I film content, I actually have to take this one off to use my phone, and then with my, like, messed up other hand, I have to quickly put it back on and then get in position to make the video, and I only have 10 seconds to do all of that, which is why it's so hard to make videos in this cosplay. But yeah, this is how the fingers work. And yeah, they do light up, so just demonstrate that super quick. I don't want to drain the batteries though, so I'm only gonna like light them up for a moment. And then yeah, like this lights up too, the like chest piece. Okay, and that is the actual completed puppet look. It definitely still has some issues. Definitely still a work in progress. These things are so great for like tidying up your hair though. Like between takes, I like sit here with the claws like, yeah. But yeah, that is the actual finished puppet. Thank you so much for the jewels, Robert. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cool, thank you. It looks so good. Thank you so much. Yeah, this cosplay is like a lot of weird effort, like as far as the costume part goes, but yeah. And then yeah, for those who haven't seen it yet, there's also a box that goes with it. Everyone's been yelling at me to get inside the box, which, not gonna lie, the more people order me to do something, the less I want to do it. But sure, I'll get in the box. So sometimes I have this thing on stilts. Right now I don't, so I can just step inside of it. But when I have it on stilts, I actually like pull it over my head. Don't worry, it's meant to be collapsible. Because the thing is, I have very limited storage space. And so this thing is collapsible, so I can like slip it under my bed. So yeah, this is how the box looks. It is like sized in a way where, like, you know, I can like crouch down and be spooky and stuff. I love that it has flaps. I'm like so here for the flaps, because the previous box did not have flaps. But yeah, sometimes what I like to do in the videos is like I'll hide these back here so that you can't see them, and that way like it's more fun when like then you see them, like, you know what I mean, where like they're like hidden at the start of the video and then they like show up. So that's the full puppet cosplay, box and all. But yeah, thankfully I am able to step in and out of it. But yeah, sometimes if I want to close the flaps over my head like completely to disappear, I have to like prop this thing up on like little like box things. And in that case, it is too tall for me to like safely climb in, especially with these socks, because they're like a slip hazard. So yeah, I end up like having to pull the box over my head. And it just sucks because like when I have to do maneuvers like that, I usually end up needing to take these claws off. So every time I film with this cosplay, I usually end up like taking these claws off multiple times and then having to completely redo them just to like change filming angles or like reposition things or fix things that aren't working, you know, like parts of the cosplay just fall out of place, who knows. So it's like a huge pain, and that's why, like, yeah, I usually only make like just a few videos per recording session, because yeah, the combination of just like the difficulty of me having to like do that, get into a position, get this thing on, all in under 10 seconds. That alone is like a nightmare. But then, yeah, it's like my ability to do almost anything with these hands is also like impossible. Oh, thank you so much for the jewels, Carlin. I appreciate that. So yeah, it's frustrating like to film in this cosplay because yeah, I have to like just constantly remove these. And the worst part is they do start to hurt. In fact, even right now, like I can already feel it like starting in the thumbs where it's like that horrible, like it feels like having like your fingers like in a vice. Like it's already starting and I'm like, ugh. So yeah, I always end up with like a very limited ability to make content in this cosplay, but I will try to make some stuff today. We'll see. I mean, my videos tend to flop anyway, so I'm like, you know, I'll make like a few today, and then however they do, it'll be fine, because I'll just do another Get Ready With Me in the future to make more content. That's how I've like tried to like, because I used to like make so many videos per recording session, and now like, I don't know, if anything, like the fact that I flop a lot kind of takes the pressure off a little, where I'm just like, it doesn't really matter, like I'll just make a few, like I'll try to go for like a quality over quantity, you know what I mean? Yeah, so if I could get like 5 or 6 videos today, I'd be happy, but can't make any promises. Looks so cool and terrifying. Oh, thank you. Enter cosplay. Yeah, so I'm working on a God, these hurt so much. I'm working on a Glamrock Chica cosplay right now, but it is actually getting very close to being done. And so because of that, of course, I'm already trying to think ahead, like, so what comes after Glamrock Chica, and although I can't make any 100% promises yet, I have been leaning towards doing an Ennard cosplay, because I've been wanting to do one for a while, and I don't know, the timing feels right, because it's like, Glamrock Chica is like, she's so simple and like cute, and like, Ennard is such a fun, like, total opposite of that, you know? And if you couldn't tell, like, I really like to do horror and, like, scary cosplays, so, yeah. But it's gonna take a while with Chica, because not only do I first have to finish Glamrock Chica, but then I want to have, like, a Shattered Chica version of it. So that does mean that, like, even after Chica's done, I still have to, like, make a second mask, and I have to, like, I want to have, like, a second messed up corset and stuff, so yeah. And that doesn't even include like if I make the like guitar or something, that I don't know, maybe I don't know, but yeah. But after like the 2 Chicas are done, I've definitely been thinking about doing an Ennard cosplay, because like I especially like I love anything with like wires and stuff. It's like kind of my vibe, if you couldn't tell from like my Mangle cosplay and everything. So the thought of like being able to do a cosplay that's all just like cords and wires and is creepy, I love that. But then like on top of everything else, you get to wear a party hat, which is just like the cherry on top. I don't know, that combo of details is just everything to me. Which character am I? I'm doing the puppet, or I guess some people say Marionette, whichever you prefer, puppet / Marionette from Five Nights at Freddy's. Fixed Mangle? Fixed Mangle would end up looking a lot like Funtime Foxy. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not caught up on Poppy's playtime yet. I do need to like, do a couple more of these. Oh, do you want the lights off? Jeez, I can't do anything right in this stream. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me turn off the lights. I know they're annoying. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not familiar enough with Dandy's World to do any Dandy's World yet. And maybe if I familiarize myself with it eventually. To do Chica, yeah, I'm working on a Glamrock Chica cosplay right now. The lights? They are off. Wait, what? I do have the lights off. I can't, do you mean these lights? The only lights on in here right now are the fairy lights and the ring light. Like everything else is off. If I were to turn the ring light off right now, we'd be in like pitch darkness. Are you saying you want to see these like flashing like with the ring light off? You can try it. I remember when I was setting this cosplay up for Mangle way back in the day. When I was doing, because I use these like same wires with Mangle, and I do remember I tested out how these would look with the lights off, and it was really cool. It just wasn't enough for like filming. Like my camera just couldn't like handle it, but I can show you at least like what it looks like for a quick moment here. Like this. So yeah, it's like I can't film, unfortunately, because it's like no one would know what the cosplay is. You know what I mean? I wonder though, like, what if, hold on. What if we, because, you know, I could reduce the ring light a little bit. Like, if I could get it, I want to see how low it goes. Whoa, that's really low. Does it go lower than that? It's still kind of hard to... The vibes are definitely there. Why do I have these on so fast? Wait, hold on. Let me like slow them down a little. That's like a bit much. There's that better. That was kind of freaky. I'm just trying to think if I can film, like, if my camera can handle... How about if I turn it up a little bit? Now I can't see anything. It's not as cool, but at least, like, you can tell what cosplay it's meant to be. It's creepy in a cool way. Love your cosplay. Thank you, Brandy. Also, thank you, Godson. Lights are awesome. Oh, thank you. Should I try filming like this today? I mean, I can. Is the box visible with the lights on? I suppose if I, like, lower the ring light enough. Here, let's see. Because I don't have to figure this out anyway, so I might as well do it live, right? If we, like, lower that. Because I need to see, like, if I'm this far back from the ring light, like, what's that gonna do? Yeah, shush. Is it still, like you can still tell it's, yeah, I guess if I, like, lean forward. Because that is, like, a critique I've gotten a lot with my FNAF cosplays, is, like, and I don't disagree with this critique at all. Like, I think I've been thinking about it a lot, actually, is a lot of people say that while the colors and neons of what I do are, like, cool and all, it's not very FNAF. You know, like, the vibes are kind of off. So maybe this would be better. I mean, it would, of course, mean that, like, you know, the bright kind of stuff that I do, it would be different, but I kind of prefer, like, changing up what I do constantly. Like, today I was actually going to try a bunch of totally different filming angles and stuff. More ambient. Hi, Kiwi. Okay, I can't see nothing here. Kiwana Jones. Sorry, my vision is awful. It's crazy because I have 20/20 vision when I'm not in cosplay, and then when I am in cosplay, I'm, like, helpless. Looks like movie version. Yeah, the first time I did this cosplay, I didn't do the pigtails, and then I switched to pigtails because I realized it, like, fit the movie version better. Oh my gosh. I need to, like, okay, let me just move this laptop over here. Me trying to read the chat, like, on that thing is just not happening. Definitely give it a try. Yeah, I'll have to see what the, like, yeah, because there's certain, like, if I were to up the contrast and, like, okay, like, if I were to, I just want to see what it looks like. It's like, you know. Yeah, I mean, it works because, like, it's like you can't quite tell what you're seeing, and then if I were to, like, get closer, yeah. You know, the reduced light helps with the mask line too, I think, doesn't it? With the tears. I did say I wanted to try new stuff today. Yeah. Sorry, I just noticed my roommates passed my door. I just wanted to make sure they didn't need something from me. I also wanted to make sure it wasn't a cat trying to come in, because as y'all know, cats take priority. If they want to come in, they get to come in. You cosplay, forgot the name. Yeah, so we're doing a puppet today. How long did it take to make? You know, I don't really remember how long it took. This one was kind of like a rush job, I'll admit, because I wanted it done in time for like the FNAF 2 movie. So I remember like I first shared a few videos of this cosplay like right before the movie, and I even said in the descriptions of it though, I was like, this is kind of a whip. Like, I was like, I wanted this done in time for like FNAF 2, so it's like, it's a little bit of work in progress, but at least like in the few days leading up to it, like here's the puppet. So this was one of the rare times where I worked on a cosplay in secret also. Usually I share like updates of the process that I'm working on, like in like Instagram stories or community tab posts or whatever, or I discuss them in live streams. But I don't know, for some reason I thought it would be fun to like do this one totally in secret. So when I revealed this cosplay right before the FNAF 2 movie, it was just like, surprise, I have a puppet cosplay. And everyone was like, what? So yeah, I don't really remember. I think I probably spent at least a month on it. Probably. But yeah, it was like on the side while I was like working on other stuff, like other cosplays. So yeah. I'm not sure what that is. Is that like a Poppy's Playtime thing? Looks very good. Thank you, Moonlight. I'm so glad that y'all like the cosplay. Yeah, like I do feel like this one is still kind of a work in progress. Was fun. I can see the lighting difference on the desktop. It's interesting because, like, you know, with the brightness being different, it's like it looks different on my phone versus on, because I have the live stream on my laptop over here. It does look really dark on my laptop compared to my phone. But I mean, yeah, I guess like that is more FNAF though. Yeah, I should try that today. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Like, my videos tend to flop anyway, so it's like, what are they gonna do, like, flop more, you know? Like, it kind of takes the pressure off when, like, your content tends to not, like, do that well, because, like, you can, like, try stuff, and it's like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, if I had, like, constant viral videos or something, I do feel like I'd start to get a bit afraid of trying things. That's definitely a cat. Hold on. And I think that's a roommate telling me that there's a cat. 1 second. Is there a cat trying to come in? Okay, 1 moment.
Is today's production cat safe?
Sure. Hi, Sid. Hey, Sid, check these out. Do you think I can, like, lure him over here? Hey, Sid, check out these strings. Come on, Sid. Got a kitty over here. I wish I could, like, pick him up with these claws. I won't do it, don't worry. Hey, Sid. He's walking away.
Curiosity satisfied.
Is his curiosity satisfied? He can't decide. He's, like, standing in the doorway.
No, yeah, he's not close to me.
Oh, no worries. I'm wrapping up anyway. Said the cat wanted to know what was going on in here. That's what that loud meow was at first. And then, yeah, I opened the door. My roommate was holding Sid, being like, he wants to see what's in there. Just me, or is there one cosplay you have that blows up and then the rest is flop? My Mangle cosplay used to do pretty well consistently, and was the only one. All my other ones were basically always flops. Whereas, yeah, Mangle was, like, consistently doing well, but those days are, like, long over. My Mangle videos, like, I want to say the last 3 Mangle videos I shared on TikTok this past week, I don't think they even have, like, 700 views. So, my bad, I guess. I don't know. All the Roxanne Wolf videos flopped, too. That's why I've just decided today, like, I was like, I'm done with, like, any extras. I don't think it works. Like, you know, that's why, like, I'm up for, like, trying new stuff today, because it's like, I don't know, like, like sometimes I'll film at like a reduced speed. And I feel like that definitely isn't working. I don't think people like it. And then like sometimes like with like the Roxy videos, like I was testing out like trying different like effects and things, like tracking shots and stuff. A huge flop. So I'm just not gonna bother with any of that today. Sorry. But maybe not sorry, because I think that's what people prefer. So it should be a good thing, right? I was like, I'm just not gonna, yeah, nothing fancy today. I'm gonna try different camera angles. I guess we'll try some different like atmosphere. But yeah, I'm just not anymore with all the other stuff. It doesn't work. It's a fail. Oh, thank you, Cosplay looks cool. Thank you so much, Arrow's nice. Yeah, I'm not caught up with Poppy's playtime, unfortunately. I'm like a couple chapters behind. Outfit is so good. Thank you. Cooked with the Roxy cosplay. Aw, thank you so much. Yeah, maybe I need to like share some like Roxy videos that don't have Shattered Roxy. Like maybe that's also like was like kind of contributing to people not like vibing with those videos. I'm not really sure. I know things are bad when like Instagram doesn't like my stuff. Like TikTok, I'm kind of used to like having like a lot of flop errors. But yeah, lately like Instagram too, it's like really bad. So I was like, okay, so it's definitely my content. So I need to like, yeah, fix some stuff up here. So yeah, we're gonna try some new stuff today. Nothing wrong with that. It's a good thing. I think it would be worse if I like never try new things and just like, you know, like, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm always like open to like criticism and experimentation and stuff. Love it. Thank you, Lonnie. Get inside the puppet box. Why is everyone lobbying the puppet box so bad? Should I get inside the puppet box again? We are reaching the end of the stream here. I do need to make content soon. Should I end in the box? Okay. Let's hope I don't face plant. I fell one time doing this. But I didn't fall like getting in. I fell like trying to like film a video. It was pretty rough. I've been like kind of paranoid ever since. Oh yeah, I'm in the box. This cosplay is so exhausting. Ugh. Oh my god. I feel like it's the hands. It's like there's something about like having your fingers like gripped painfully like this that just like tires you out really badly. It's really weird because it's like I can tolerate so much misery with my cosplays, like so much pain and stuff. I just tune it out. Something about these finger things, it's like it just like really gets to me after a while. But that's why it's like, you know, I'll film what I can today, and then, you know, I do a lot of get ready with me, so it's like if I don't get like enough content today, like we'll just do another puppet get ready with me in the future. You know, like my cosplays, I call it my cosplay like rotation. Like that's how like you can tell if like one of my cosplays, like I'll say it's in rotation or not in rotation, and it just means that like I cycle through them for like live streams and for making videos. So like certain cosplays, like for example, like my old cosplay of Yuri from DDLC, she's not in rotation at the moment because I don't have a wig for her. Her wig got destroyed. Whereas like, you know, like Puppet is obviously in rotation. So yeah, it will always return at some point. Did I do the first one better? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd have to watch them back to back, which I guess I kind of did because I rewatched the first one right before the movie. But I've only seen the movie the one time, FNAF 2. I need to like watch it again. I liked both of them. I just, yeah, as far as like which one I liked better, I don't know. I need to do like a back-to-back screening, I think. Cosplay is so good. Oh, thank you. Heading out, Marco? Yeah, we're wrapping up here, actually. We're like at the end now. Liked and subbed? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Favorite FNAF character? My favorite's actually Mangle. My Mangle cosplay probably comes back the most in my rotation because it is my favorite one. But yeah, I should probably make content. How much time has it been? Yeah, I guess it's been like 3.5 hours. I want to say my last puppet stream was also like exactly 3.5 hours, so this ended up being like identical to that, and that was like a month ago. So yeah, we'll like wrap it up here so that I can like churn out some videos here. Am I gonna take these off? I'm trying to decide if I could like end the stream and just immediately get to it, or if I should like take these off for like a few minutes and set up. Such a chore to put them on again though. Well, whatever. Almost 400 likes. Oh yeah, thank you so much, y'all. Yeah, I don't know if it'll stay at 400 likes. Usually YouTube like pulls a ton of them after the stream. Like I'll probably lose like 20 of them, but it's nice to like at least like hit it during the stream. So yeah, thank you for so many likes, y'all. Oh yeah, I was just trying to think like what my next stream is, because I usually stream Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday these days. I'm just trying to decide what my Tuesday stream is gonna be. Because we're kind of like reaching the end stages with Glamrock Chica, and I've been doing a lot of like whip streams with her, so I'm just like wondering. I was really hoping to be done with the leg warmers by now. Okay, you know what? After the stream today, I'm gonna like look through all my Glamrock Chica stuff and see if there's anything that would be decent to stream as like some of the final whip streams, because I don't know yet what needs like bedazzling and all those like little details and stuff. I also do need to do another makeup test. I don't know. I could do a second makeup test. I took like photos of the first makeup test, and I actually went into Photoshop and was like restyling it a bunch. And there were definitely some looks I think I liked better, but I haven't actually like tried them on my own face yet. So that could also possibly be Tuesday's stream. But yeah, for anyone who's like new here, I tend to do Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Sunday's almost always a get ready with me stream, but sometimes I do other stuff. Like last weekend, like I did a Valentine's Day stream instead, where I like baked red velvet cupcakes during the stream. But yeah, and I do like drawing streams and cosplay whip streams and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I will figure that out tonight, and then I will schedule the stream. Yeah, if you just like check the community tab post, that's where I always like share the link and stuff ahead of time. So yeah, we should wrap it up here so I can get some videos real quick and I can get out of this freaking thing. Like, help me. Be there on Tuesday as well. Heck yeah, Tommy. Sorry, I always have to remove this one finger in order to do anything here. I'm gonna turn these lights off. I have spare batteries, so it's like if the batteries die, it's not a big deal, but it would be a huge pain if they died while I was trying to film, but I have absolutely had things like that happen. So let me just climb back out. Later, yeah, thanks for dealing with all that today, Andrew. Got a little chaotic there for a bit, but you'll see me Tuesday as well. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, bye everyone. Thank you so much for joining the stream today. Hopefully, starting tomorrow, we'll have some decent puppet videos with new lighting. So, yeah, thank you so much, everyone. And hopefully I will see some of you on Tuesday. It feels weird waving with these fingers. Like, oh, bye. It's so silly. Bye, everyone. Oh, wait, what the? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the $20 super chat right as I was leaving. Thank you so much, Keller's comments. Oh my goodness. Enjoyed the stream, looks awesome. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you. That's so generous. Oh my goodness. Wasn't like expecting that there. I was like about to like hit end and then it was like, whoa. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to hear it. It always makes me happy to know people enjoy my streams. So thank you so much. Yeah, I hope I get to see some of you on Tuesday. So yeah, goodbye everyone. Thank you for joining me today. See ya.